Hi, and welcome to ScheduleBit. In this video presentation, we'll look at the features available to a regular, non-managerial employee. To log in, enter your username and password and click on the Login button. The first thing you'll see when you're logged in is your dashboard. On the top half of the dashboard, there's going to be 2 weeks of your currently scheduled shifts, with today's date always highlighted in an amber color. Underneath the 2-week schedule is a message box for your current team. Here you'll see messages from management and also shift trade requests from your fellow colleagues. The next thing we're going to show you is how to edit your personal details. Simply click on the My Details tab on the top left, and there you'll see all your personal contact information. You'll also see options to change your password and username. And there's also a button to set your availability. By clicking on the Availability button, you'll find a table with days along the left column and hours along the top. You can fill in which hours that you want to work by filling in the cells according to the day and hour. For example, right now we're removing all our availability for every day during the morning. You can use your mouse to manually fill out which days and hours you're available to work. Or you can use the Always Available button in the bottom left to indicate that you're available for any time. It's important to remember to keep your availabilities up to date, otherwise you could be scheduled for shifts that you don't want to work. Next, let's take a look at the Schedule tab. The Schedule tab is mostly used by managers as it helps them quickly and easily create schedules for the whole team. You as a regular employee will use the Schedule tab to request time off and to trade shifts. On the left is a column titled Live Shifts. The Live Shifts column and the shifts graph in the center allow you to have a detailed view of up to 3 days worth of shifts. On the top right is a calendar. The shift graph in the center will display 3 days worth of shifts based on the date selected in the calendar. Beneath the calendar is the Shift Details panel, where you can view and edit the details of a selected shift. In the center, shifts are displayed as bars on a graph. You can use the buttons above the graph to adjust the zoom level. You can also use the calendar on the right to select which 3 days worth of shifts are going to be visible on the graph. By selecting a shift, you can view its details in the Shift Details panel below the calendar. You can also trade shifts in the Shift Details panel, but we'll look at that a little bit later. For now, let's look at how to book time off. To book time off, select a date from the calendar where you're not currently booked for any shifts, and then click on the Request Time Off button on the top left. You can adjust the length of your time off request using the Shift Details panel. Once you've entered the start and end times for your time off request, click on the Send Time Off Request button in the top middle. You'll be reminded that you will not actually get the time off until a manager approves of your time off request. It is for this reason that time off requests that have not been approved are colored red, while those that have been approved by a manager are colored blue. The next thing that we'd like to show you is how to trade shifts. To trade shifts, select a shift that's highlighted green, meaning that it's currently scheduled. In this case, Eleanor, our test user, has selected one shift from a day where she's working 2. You then select the Trade Shift button, where you'll be reminded that a shift trade won't go through until a manager has explicitly approved. To show you how your colleagues can respond to your shift trade offer, we're going to sign in as another test user, Desmonder. When Desmonder signs in, at the bottom of his dashboard in his messages box, he'll see a message from Eleanor, who wants to trade a shift. Desmonder can then select one of his currently scheduled shifts to trade for Eleanor's shift. Providing Desmonder's offered shift doesn't conflict with the existing schedule, a message will be sent to Eleanor, who can then accept or reject his offer. If she accepts his offer, a message will then be sent to all of management, who must explicitly approve of the offer before it can be set to the current schedule. It is possible that more than one person will respond to Eleanor's trade request. If that's the case, Eleanor must then decide which trade offer to accept before seeking management approval. This concludes our walkthrough. We hope you found it helpful. If you have any comments or feedback, please contact us.